They told me today was the end of my 15-year journey. What they didn't know was that I'd already won. I glanced at the heavy oak door behind me as Marjorie Caldwell's words echoed in the sterile conference room. 15 years. 15 years I'd poured into TechVista's research arm, boiled down to a cardboard box and a perfunctory severance sheet. But before Marjorie even slid that manila folder across the table, I'd known this moment was coming, and I was ready. The HR rep, Denise, tapped her pen against the folder's cover. "We'll need your key card, laptop, and phone by the end of the day," she said, voice void of warmth. I nodded calmly. At 55, I'd learned that panic was a luxury I couldn't afford. They expected tears, outrage, maybe even a scene. Instead, I closed my eyes for a fleeting second, inhaled, and replied, "Of course, thank you for the opportunity." Relief washed over their faces. Little did they know it was relief for me, too. Back at my desk, I packed away family photos, conference badges, and the cracked mug my team had given me last Christmas. Each item was a milestone, a reminder of the distributed processing algorithm I'd conceived in my spare time, and which now powered TechVista's flagship product, LedgerSphere, used by countless Fortune 500 companies. As I tucked a small award plaque into the box, I smiled. That plaque celebrated the very invention they were discarding me for. 3 months ago, a stray email tipped me off. "Clean out your desk by Friday." No name, no preamble, just the cold directive. I probed further and discovered a memo. TechVista intended to claim my algorithm as company property and edge me out before filing the patent. Classic move. Innovators expend sweat and sleepless nights, only for corporate machinery to swallow their credit. So I spent nights at home, refining my design on my own hardware. I logged every change, every benchmark test, timestamps, code snapshots, efficiency metrics. In parallel, I quietly retained an IP attorney and filed for a patent under my own name. By the time TechVista's legal team woke up to their oversight, the patent was already granted. My improvements boosted processing speed by 43%, and that was just the beginning. That evening, I met Gregory Chin at Meridian, a discreet private dining lounge. As CEO of Apex Systems, TechVista's fiercest rival, Greg understood leverage over sashimi and sake. He slid a sleek folder across the table. "They did it," he said, eyes glinting. "They cut out the one person who actually built their core tech." I nodded, recalling Victor Lawson taking credit at last year's conference, calling me merely one of our researchers. Greg opened the folder to reveal an agreement. Apex Systems would license my patented algorithm exclusively. In return, I'd join as their chief innovation officer, 7-figure signing bonus, equity, and royalties on every product using my code. He'd secured positions for my entire 6-person team. I reviewed the terms, though I'd memorized them already, and signed. In one swift stroke, I'd guaranteed my future and theirs. Thursday and Friday blurred into farewells. Junior engineers asked for LinkedIn recommendations. Admin assistants offered sympathetic smiles. I delivered thorough transition notes, every password, every protocol, ironclad evidence I'd acted in good faith. Denise breezed through the NDA checklist, unaware I'd kept nothing that could bind my patent. When Marjorie peeked in, feigning casual concern, I simply said, "Everything's crystal clear." She left unsettled. Good. As I walked out of TechVista's glass tower for the last time, key card surrendered, box in hand, I paused to watch the top-floor conference room light up. In 3 days, that very room would host a crisis meeting, one they wouldn't see coming. Monday at 7 a.m. Apex's press release hit every industry wire. Apex Systems secures exclusive rights to revolutionary distributed processing algorithm, appoints Dr. Kira Jensen as Chief Innovation Officer. By 9:15, TechVista's stock had plunged 7%, while Apex soared 12%. Miguel, my lead developer, texted, "Complete chaos. What did you do?" I replied, "Check your email. Offers for all 6 of you." At TechVista headquarters, Victor stormed in to find his general counsel and CFO waiting. Grim-faced, board members dialed in, legal poured over my employment contract, and servers were wheeled out for forensic analysis. The very algorithm that gave LedgerSphere its edge now belonged to Apex, and to me. Settling into my corner office at Apex, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the city, I felt something I hadn't in years: respect. Here, my age was an asset, my ideas celebrated, not repackaged. The engineering team buzzed with excitement as they integrated my efficiency boosts. Early tests showed a 51% performance increase. Greg popped in mid-afternoon. "How are you feeling?" he asked. I paused, thinking of 15 years of being overlooked, then smiled. "Vindicated," I said, "and just getting started." They thought dismissing me would bury my work. Instead, it unveiled my true worth. I turned a forced exit into a strategic triumph, protected my team, and reclaimed credit for my creation. When they realize what happened, Victor's face will be priceless. But more importantly, I've proven that knowing your value, and owning it, changes everything.